everybody, welcome. I'm just speaking now so that when you come back and arrive and watch this back on YouTube, you'll have a nice little merry greeting. You'll have a nice merry greeting anyway. But as I just get ready, I like to make sure there's a smiling face greeting you on YouTube. So just waiting for people to arrive. I do like to start spot on time as well. I will say this now. So if you are watching this back and you know full well you're a few minutes late, make sure you're ready and logged on a couple minutes before the start time, just so when the start time starts, we can get cracking. I'm sure there will be plenty of us to get through today, and I want to make sure that I can fit everybody in, every beautiful person in. Here we go. They're starting to come now. Ty's arrived, but I can't see or hear you, Ty, but that's okay. Hello, hi Marie, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. Where are you zooming in from?
From London.
Oh,
Yes,
good,
here.
excellent. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia, Moscow,
Okay,
but I moved to London, I think 2 years ago.
lovely.
Yes.
And here you are, amazing. Well
Yes,
done.
finally, I decided to improve my pronunciation.
Yes, and here you are. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, there's Ty. I'll be 5 minutes late. No worries, Ty. Thanks for letting me know. We're just waiting a few more beats, Marie, for other people to arrive. But well done for being spot on time, and Ty as well. Very good. I
Thank
like
you.
a punctual person myself. How are you finding the course so far?
With Instagram, I've subscribed on Layla for some time.
Mm,
And before even the beginning of this year, I asked her if she has some courses. And
mm.
she answered me that in May she would open it. And finally, I'm here.
Finally, you're here.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, welcome. Have you been enjoying it?
Yes, of course. And it's a lot of practice and tongue twisters, shadowing. Yes,
Yes.
it's a lot of practice. And
Yeah.
with her, I realized that I do so many mistakes when I pronounce some vowels or other stuff. Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah.
teach your
Sure thing.
yes.
Well, this is what I say as well. Like, and this is just something for everyone to remember and take on board. Like, you've been speaking however you've been speaking in whatever accent and language you have for like the majority of your whole life.
Yes.
So starting this course, it really is the start of your practice and your learning and your um adapting really, and learning how to switch it on when you need to. It's not going to come overnight, and it's not going to come in a few weeks really spot on unless you've been practicing lots
Yeah.
already. So it is about, that's one thing I'll say now actually, just for everybody. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm just having a little chat with Marie because she was first in. Make sure that you're really patient with yourself and give yourself some grace throughout all of this practice. I know we want to get it right and we want to get the results immediately, as we're trained to be able to do in this internet day and age. We think we can just get the answers to everything we want at the click of a button, don't we? But it's so much more complex than that when we're looking at our voices and our accents and our history and our story and our personality and trying to funnel all of that into a British accent. So yeah, just be kind to yourselves, guys, as you're practicing. I know there's lots of, you've invested in this and you want it to be like amazing straight away and your accent to be there, but it is just practice. So just be super kind to yourselves, my loves. Lovely. Who else we got here? Anna, Vera, Natalie. Good. We've got a few more people arriving. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alexander, team two. Got teams. Excellent. We're just going to give it a few more minutes. Just so you know, for next time, guys, I will be starting spot on at 10 a.m. So do try and get in a little bit earlier so we're ready to start at 10, because it also helps me see how many people I've got on the call and quickly do a bit of maths to check how much time I've got to spend on all of you individually. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. We've got 9 for now. Right. So welcome. Let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Pippa. Nice to meet you properly. I've obviously put a few little videos up in the chat. I was looking for my phone and it's right in front of me, but it's a calculator, so I couldn't see it. Anyway, yes, it's been lovely to kind of have a little flick through and see your little videos and where you're all kind of at so far. And yeah, my name is Pippa. As I've said, I've been friends with Lilo for a couple of years now, and I'm very passionate about the voice. And my sessions in particular, I'm really passionate about helping you find your British accent. It's all very well looking at Kate Winslet, for example, or me, and thinking that's what I want to sound like, but it might not suit your personality, right? It might not be quite right for you. There might be little things that we can tweak that make it suit you and your situation and your friendship circles and your work life more. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's really important that we work on that and we try and find and curate your voice for you as well. I think someone else just arrived. Lovely. The way my sessions work, we're always quite hands-on in my sessions. I like us to practice and sometimes even get up on our feet and have a little wiggle around. So I'm probably going to do that with you today. And we always start with a warm up. These are very, very important. When we're practicing, it's really important that we're engaged, we're well postured, because that helps our breath, and our voice begins from our breath and from our body. For now, we're just going to start with taking a deep breath in. I want you to sit nice and upright. Make sure your feet are on the floor if you can. Lovely. And we are just going to take a nice deep breath, okay? Breathing in however you want to. And I want you to notice where that breath inhalation is in your body. And then let that breath go out, okay? Really simple, we're just breathing. And again, nice deep breath in. Can you feel your shoulders rise, your chest rise, your abdomen rise, your back rise? I don't know. And let that breath go. Just noticing what happens. Breathing in again. And a nice big out breath, like a sigh. It's the end of the week. It's a Sunday. Let's just chill. So the reason I like to get you to do that first of all is because when we're breathing in, it normally starts down here in the diaphragm. Okay, guys, there's a muscle here that pulls down, which expands our lungs and gets our air full, ready to help our voices vibrate and make some sound and speak, okay? So this is another reason why I really like us to practice upright, focused. I don't want anyone doing this business in my classes. I want us to be really nice and present and active and helping our ribs and body be open and ready to change, okay? Thanks, guys. Well done. That's my little brief on breathing. Lovely stuff. So let me just quickly pin my picture while we... There we go. I can see you all up on the top now. Lovely. Also, if any of you do have any questions, just use the chat function as we're going, and I will try and answer them as we go, or we'll have time at the end. Okay? Everyone happy? Ready to start warm up? Oh, a little bubble thumbs up. They always surprise me. Lovely. So first of all, then, I want us to do some shoulder rolls. So in your own time, I want you to bring those shoulders forward and up to your ears, and then back and down. Lovely. And just let your breath do what it wants to do for now. And maybe like do a few little shoulder rolls in isolation. Yes, this is good. Well done, guys. Yeah. I know you're probably thinking, we're doing the voice, Pippa. Why are we doing our shoulders? It will all become clear. Very good, very good. Lovely. And now let's bring those elbows involved. I'm wearing this new jumpsuit. It's a bit too tight. Let's get those elbows making big chicken circles. And really wake up those shoulders and those neck muscles. Good. Let the breath do what it wants to do. That's it, my beautiful chickens. Love it. Good. And if you're able to, it might be tricky if you're sat down. I can see someone sat on the floor. Can you bring all of your arms into play now, like you're swimming or flying like a little butterfly? If not, just stick with the elbows. That's fine. I'll stick with the elbows as well. Feel the burn. It's going to get a bit hot and achy. Stick with it. Good. Let the breath, keep breathing. Good. Get those arms going big if you can. Good. Keep with me. Keep with me. Excellent. Good. Let's come back to the elbows. Chicken arms. Lovely. Forward and back first. Forward first, back next, then shoulders. Good. And you should be feeling a little bit of probably discomfort in your neck and your shoulders because we've warmed them up. A warm up is supposed to make us warm, guys. I don't know if any of you go to the gym or do any exercise. Got to get these muscles and everything warm and loose, ready to be played with. Okay, good. Next thing we're going to do is drop our left ear to our left shoulder nice and gently. Imagine your head is like a little balloon and your spine is a lovely thick piece of beautiful ribbon, okay? We want to make sure that ribbon is nice and tall and taut, and that ear is just encouraging our balloon head to hang heavy to our shoulder. And as you breathe, don't forget to breathe. We usually do when we're concentrating, don't we? We forget to breathe. I want you to imagine you're sending the inhalation to the side of the neck that you're stretching, okay? So just imagine that you're expanding as you breathe in, expanding that space and easing into that stretch a little bit more. Good. We might spend a little bit longer on the warm up this session, guys, but it's purely because as we do more sessions, we'll get a bit shorter with that. And I want to make sure that you know everything clearly as we're going through. Okay, good. Let that balloon head float up to the center. Good. And let's just stay in the center quickly. Have a little check-in. Does anything feel a little bit different in your necks? Probably. Oh, we got another person. In you pop. Lovely. And then we're going to let that balloon head float again and tilt over right ear to right shoulder. Taking some nice breaths, letting those shoulders hang heavy, keeping that spine nice and long. And the reason I always like to start with some sort of shoulder movement and neck stretch is because we live in a day and age where we are always glued to our laptops, aren't we? Or stuck on our phones. And it creates a lot of tension in places that we don't need it, and that can really interfere with our voice and constrict what we're able to do with it. So I do like to start with a shoulder and a neck, something or other. Good. Let that balloon head float to the sky again. Lovely. And just again, acknowledge how nice you may feel. I don't know who, I think it was Veronica that just joined. Welcome. We're doing a warm up, so do dive in, my dear. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now we're going to sync the movement to the breath a little bit more. So I want you to breathe in, bring those shoulders to those ears. Good. Nice deep breath. And on the exhale, shh. I want you to do a short, sharp shh. Okay, so we're starting to get the articulators involved a little bit now and syncing our breath to our movement. All very, very useful stuff when we're working on our voices. Okay, one more time, deep breath in. Shh. Good, make that short, sharp shh for me, nice and strong. Breathing in. Shh. Good, a couple more. As you breathe in, I want you to try and feel that rib cage expand a little bit. Imagine there's like an umbrella opening up, okay? Breathing in. You should be able to feel these ribs move slightly. Good, and shh. And a couple more. Shh. Shh. One more. Shh. Lovely. Good. And now you might want to have a little wiggle and a little stretch. If there's anything you need to do in particular on your body that you feel like needs a little bit of something, go for it. Right, I'm just going to pull up my warm up. Excellent. So first thing we're going to do now is work on warming up the articulators, which are your lips, your teeth, your tongue, face muscles, all of this beautiful stuff. Okay. So we're going to do something called pucker, sucker, smiling. This is one of my favorite things ever. We're going to pucker our lips. Follow my lead. Super tight, like we're blowing someone a kiss. Lovely. Then we're going to sucker, like an octopus's tentacle. Stay with me here. We're going to look a bit foolish together, darlings, but it's fine. This is a safe space. We're in it together. I want you to do this sort of action with your lips. Get those teeth. Yeah, glorious, guys. Excellent commitment. Then we're going to do a nice big smile. A big one with both our teeth rows out. Hiya. Lovely. Then we're going to come back to suckering, puckering, and thus beholds the exercise. So we're going to do that again, and we're just going to do some reps of that. So it's going to go pucker, sucker, smiling, sucker, pucker, sucker, smiling. Yeah. So just follow my lead. Remember to breathe. Keep that posture nice and upright and engaged. And let's have a go. So we're going to start with the pucker. Sucker, smiling. Sucker. Sucker, smiling, smiling, pucker. It's hard to say the words when I'm trying to do the exercise at the same time. Very good. Keep going. Let's get some reps in of this. In your own time. And I want you to be really aware of what you're doing. You should feel a bit of a burn, a bit of an ache. Just stick with it. Find the healthy edge and work through the discomfort. We're trying to wake up your muscles in ways they've never been awoken before. Good. Keep going. Can you speed it up a little bit? While still getting the same precise movement in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the exercise go. Well done. Woo la la. Don't know about you. I can feel my muscles working. So what we've done is a bit of work. Now what we're going to do is a bit of a release on those muscles that we've just used. So we're going to do a very simple jaw release, okay? Your jaw is a nice heavy bone. I want you to imagine that heavy jaw in your head, and your skin and your muscles is a beautiful little hammock just holding that in, okay? What we're going to do is use the meaty part of our hands here, these little fillets, and we're going to just gently massage our temples, keeping our posture and our shoulders heavy. And I want you to imagine that you've just been to the dentist. Worst thing ever, I know. Imagine that everything's really numb and everything's really heavy, and we're just going to let that jaw and that tongue hang heavy in that hammock, that skin hammock that is our chin. Okay, good. And we're going to very gently, using those meaty parts of the hands, just run down that jawline where our teeth kind of meet. And I want you to stretch that a bit out, okay? Remember to breathe. And really gently, we're not pulling, we're just gently guiding, okay? And if you can do it on an out breath, that's grand. So just in your own time, encouraging everything to hang heavy and let that space happen in the mouth, okay? Good. Good. And if you are sat at a desk or anything, try and avoid these elbows being stuck to the desk. We want to keep upright and engaged, okay? I know it's more challenging, but it's going to be way more beneficial when you're learning, okay? Good. Good, and let that go. Lovely. So we did some hardcore work exercising, activating our muscles, yes. Then we did some release work, trying to teach our muscles to chill out when we need them to chill out, okay? Very important. You might have seen already working with James and Lilo. Sometimes we need a bit of tension from a part of the tongue or the lips, but sometimes we need to be able to release it quite quickly as well. So this is all useful stuff for you for that. So we've done our lips, we've done our lips and cheeks. A lovely workout. Now let's do our tongue. So we're going to do some tongue circles, guys. So all we're going to do when I say tongue circles, we're just going to follow the shape of the lips with the tip of the tongue. So I'll just demonstrate. It will look like I'm just going under the skin in front of my teeth. Watch this. So 12 o'clock is the Cupid's bow up here at the nose. And we just want to do a big circle round. Boop, and then we're going to go the other way. Okay, so everyone just try a little tongue circle. Let me check that you're all groovy with that. Yeah, you are. Awesome. One thing I want to add, because I can see it already, we don't want to keep the lips locked shut. Let the lips do what they want to do, and don't be afraid of showing it all off. I know it's a bit gross and weird, but let those lips be open for me. Yeah. Like I say, we're all in this together, guys, doing a great job. And just to make this a little bit more challenging, let's actually start from 5 today. We're going to do 5 reps in one direction, 5 reps in another direction. Then we're going to do 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So we're going to do a bit of a countdown, okay? Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Do be honest if it doesn't, okay? So we're going to do 5 circles in one direction, 5, and then we're going to do 5 in the other direction. Then we're going to do 4, 4, yeah, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, make sense? Let's do it. This is going to burn, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, but we should stick with it and keep going and just breathe through the discomfort. Let's do it. Let's go. 5 tongue circles. Oh. Other way. Good. 4 in the other direction. 4 in the next. Keep breathing. 3. I'm going to stop doing, oh, we got balloons. That would have been fitting when we're doing our little balloon neck stretch. Anyway, carry on, focus. In your own time, I'm going to stop doing the hands because it's confusing me. I can't do it at the same time. Trying to help you and it's completely hindering myself. And on the ones, I want 6 repetitions of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! When you've done, don't cut corners. If you're still going, keep going, finish it. I want you to give yourself a little neck massage. Oddly enough, that's a bit of a tongue exercise, isn't it? Our tongue is in our mouth and in our throat, but Don't know about you, my back of the neck usually aches when I do that exercise. Interesting to see how it's all connected, isn't it? So when we're doing our shoulder warm up and our neck stretch at the beginning, I'm trying to encourage you to help you release your tongue tension already from that point by helping release and warm up all the muscles surrounding the tongue. Okay, guys? Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Very good. Now we're going to do tongue hook. I want you to imagine there is a hook on the edge of your tongue. Right here, like a little fish. Fish out of water, and there's a big string attached to that hook, and I want you to pull your tongue out and stretch it out. Stick with me and follow my lead. We're going to keep pulling on the string. Let's go, and keep using the hand actions as well, please. I want you to really get your face involved. Yeah, and let that tongue really stretch out. Wow. Yeah, up. Let the tongue come up. Ooh, yeah, and if you want to make some silly sounds, why not? Ooh. Get those crazy eyes happening for me, guys. Yeah, let's go crazy. Okay. Yeah, get the bodies involved. Come on, commit. We're all doing this together. Yeah. Good. And up top again. Ooh. Very good. To the left. And the right. And one more down. Very good. Well done, guys. Excellent stuff. Maybe you might have a little bit of dribble around, but that's okay. Very important part of the process. And now we're going to have another little tongue stretch. Okay, so I want you to tip with the tip of your tongue. I want you to put that behind your bottom teeth. And I want you to stretch that tongue out again for 3 reps. I'll just demonstrate. So these are my teeth. This is my tongue. And I'm very simply going to stretch it out like so. And then release, okay? It's a bit tricky, this one. Some of you might be able to do it straight away. Some of you might not. That's fine. But just have a little practice and let that jaw flop open as it needs to. Good, release. And remember to breathe. Release. Release. Lovely. One more time. Release. Excellent. Well done, guys. So again, we're just really thoroughly waking up that tongue so we can lift it and move it and place it wherever we want to. And we've got that heightened awareness to do so. Good. Next thing I want us to do is a little hum. So just in your own time, in your own pitch, I don't want you to think you need to be high or low, but I just want you to play around with your pitch a little bit and wake up those vocal folds, and just on a gentle hum. Maybe imagine there's a little fluffy bumblebee that you're following around some flowers. And it all smells beautiful. And you're just following the bumblebee for that pitch. Can you actually hear me humming as I'm doing that? I know the microphone. Yeah, okay, good. Sometimes the microphones don't quite pick up the smaller sounds. Good. So in your own time, see if you can feel that vibration on your lips as well. Maybe encourage it by giving your lips a little pat. Lovely. Let's park that. Final thing then that we're going to do as part of our warm up is, oh, I've lost you. Where are you all gone? There you go. Honestly, multitasking and doing, I've got my notes up, I've got the Telegram up, I've got you guys up, trying to let people in. It is a challenge. We're going to do something called chopping board. So if you're able to stand, I would really appreciate it if you did. If you're not able to stand, that's fine. I want you to just stay sat on your chair, but again, nice and upright and active. If you've got a table in front of you, maybe pull away a little bit so you've got a little bit of space. And what we're going to do is work on our consonants, okay? And a couple of vowel sounds. So the main vowel sounds, I have put it in the chat if you can see that. We're just simply going to look at the R, the E, and the oo shapes today. And what we're going to do is stick a different consonant in front of those vowel shapes. And we're just going to repeat them very simply. I'll just use the example that I've used here. We're just going to start on a B. And as we're doing it, I want you to engage your body and imagine that you are at a chopping board and chopping. The reason I'm getting you to physicalize with your body while you do some physicalization with your mouth is just to, again, wake it all up more and help you loosen off with the tension that can come when we're concentrating really hard trying to sound British. Okay, so let's just have some fun with this. It's a call and response. We'll start slow, and as the weeks progress, we'll get a little bit quicker. But first of all, we're going to start as the example on a ba. Follow my lead. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, beautiful. B, 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 B. Yeah, excellent, guys. Fantastic. And then the rhythm of the final one will always go like this. Boo, 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 boo. Good, Vera. Lovely. Well done, guys. Love it. Let's do that one more time, a little bit quicker with the call and response. Now we know what we're doing. On the B still. Ba, 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 ba. B, 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 B. Boo, 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 boo. Excellent. Well done, guys. And now we're just going to work through down past the consonants that I've written down there for you. I'll say them before we begin, but have a really good listen and see if you can also start noticing what the lips are doing in the vowel sound shapes. Okay, we've got the R, E, oo. Even if you couldn't hear me, you should probably be able to tell what vowel sound I'm making, right? R, E, oo. It's quite interesting and easy to see. So let's go. On the P. Good. Did you all hear that one? Let's do poo 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 again. Very tiny on the voiceless consonant sounds. Lovely. Let's go D. Da 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 da. D D D D. Do 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 do. T. Tiny. T T T T. Tu 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 tu. I'm drumming now. Oh. Tu, 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 tu. Excellent, guys. On to a G now. Ga 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 ga. Gi 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 gi. Goo 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 goo. Excellent. K. Can you hear me all right on those ones? I don't know if, is everyone all right? Has it got a little bit dropped in connection? Oh, can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, on the voiceless sounds are a little bit smaller, okay? So, yeah, good. Good, guys, well done. V, va, 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 va. Karate chopping now. V, 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 V. Voo, 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 voo. Great. R, ra, 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 ra. Re, 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 re. Roo, 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 roo. Good, stick with it. A couple more. Ma, 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 ma. Me, 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 me. Moo, 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 moo. Good. And then we got L. La, 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 la. Li, 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 li. Lu, 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 lu. Lovely. Well done, guys. Well done for sticking with that one. I know it's a bit random, and I know you probably didn't expect to imagine you were a chef chopping out consonants and vowel sounds on your Sunday morning, but it's a bit of fun, and it just wakes up our bodies a little bit more ready to grow. Lovely. Well done, everybody. Let's crack on with a little bit of our lovely Kate Winslet. Let me quickly find it. Where's she gone? So, we were looking at the worth it speech or monologue in the chat, weren't we? I sent that through to you. Oh, it says the message is too long. Well, I hope you've all got access to it. Has everyone got it in front of them? I'll send a few bits first of all. Maybe I'll send the first section. Lovely. And what I was thinking of doing is going through individually. We've got a few of us. Hang on, a few more people are still arriving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I see everybody when the camera? If you are going to be taking part, can I just ask that you have got your cameras on just so I can see all of you for now? And I don't want to miss everyone, and I want to make sure we've all got enough time. What we'll do is we'll go through in sections, and what I'll do is probably if any of you got a section in particular that you want to work on, raise your hand and say, this is the section I want to do. And I'll just ask you to read all of it. But what might be helpful is if I read it as well beforehand, just to refresh what it sounds like in a British accent. Would that be useful for everybody? Yeah, we got some nods. Amazing. Great. So let's have a little look at this then. The first section that I've cut up, it is in the Telegram, by the way, if you haven't got access to it right now, but I've just put it in the chat and I'll put it in the chat separately. This is Worth It by Kate Winslet and L'Oreal, darling. And yeah, I'm going to read it as in my voice, not in Kate Winslet's voice. But I still want you to see if, as you've studied Kate Winslet's version a few times, if there's any similarities that you're particularly hearing or seeing. Okay, so really do pay attention and let's see. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to hearing all of your guys' goes at this. So, number one, section number one. Bella's entered as well. We got more people coming. Fabulous. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. It feels pretty good to say that. I'm worth it. It's magic, that phrase. And I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, that's easy for her to say. She's been sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that. I wish I had this morning. Of course, she feels worth it because beauty can feel like a superpower, right? Ta-da! There's my version of I'm worth it. Has anyone got any questions, first of all, about this section before we dive in and a few of you give it a go? Anybody? No? Lovely. Right, okay, let me quickly pull you up in the view. If anyone would like to have a little go at this section, please raise your hand now.
And I never hear this wow. So I just tried to listen several times, but I never hear wow, that's easy for her to say. So she just like omits it. No?
Did she not say it in her version?
I never hear it, but it's just like
so I got this from the transcript, but maybe
I tried on slow speed, but I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
I am asking.
Well, I mean, she probably throws it away a little bit. It's a bit of a phrase. Oh, it's easy for you to say. It's quite a common phrase that is used, especially if someone's, it's easy for you to say, just lift, like during these sessions, right? Just lip round more and lift your tongue higher and all this. It's easy for you to say, it's that sort of vibe. So, yeah, it's kind of normally assimilated into quite a shorter, quicker run through. It's easy for her to say. So it sounds like gibberish, really, doesn't it? But yeah, that's how if I slow it down, that's easy for her to say. So I think that for her in particular, we'd kind of squish together and run on a little bit. But for the sake of this exercise, guys, I know we want to get, like I say, to that natural British accent straight away. I am going to ask you to just really slow down as you're doing this. It's better to start from a place of real thorough articulation and clear specificity, and then squish it together once we know what we're doing, rather than trying to squish it together and then we can never actually really slow it down if we need to. Because I'm sure you've realized, as a British person, we often, if we're trying to exaggerate something, I might really express every single syllable in there. And actually being able to do that is a really useful tool in communicating with whoever you're communicating with. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. Lovely. And also I do say, does that make sense a lot, but it's because I do just want to check, and everybody's brains work differently. So just if anything doesn't make sense, please do just say. Lovely. So who wants to have a go at this section, or do I call people at random? Exciting, a little roulette. Okay, great. We've got some people. Marie K, you are first hand up, I see. Let's give a go with you.
Okay. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. It feels pretty good to say that. I'm worth it. It's magic, that phrase, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, that's easy for her to say. She's been sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that. Of course, she feels worth it, because beauty can feel like superpower, right?
Well done. Woo, well done. Excellent work, Marie. How did you find that?
I decided to start because it's really hard for me to pronounce worth.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Say it again for me. Worth.
Worth.
Yeah, okay, excellent, good. So what I will encourage you to do is worth. I want a little bit more dexterity in your tongue, a little bit more bounce. So with that R shape, we're normally lifting the tip of our tongue, right? And I think in your accent, what I'm hearing is that the tongue is quite high from the off. Worth. Kind of staying quite flat and high up there. But I actually want you to, when you've got the W sound, worth, I want you to open the jaw and let it drop a little bit more. And that might encourage the tongue to follow lead. And we'll see if we can open up and make a nice sound. Worth.
Worth.
Much better. Well done. Much better. Well done. So now, excellent. I don't know if you could all see, but Marie really got her tongue nice and floppy there. It's really heavy in the mouth. But then what we were getting with worth, like a little bit breathy and floppy, a bit too much. So now we just want to tighten that up a little bit. So try and find a bit of a middle ground for me on the tongue floppiness. Worth, it's still engaged, it's just flatter. And then don't be afraid to make sure that you then articulate the TH sound clearly by engaging that tongue on the, we need that engagement there, okay? So let's just try again. Worth.
Worth.
Yeah, good. Well done.
Worth.
Time.
Worth.
Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Well done. Now on the lip rounding, can we just start here? And now try it. Worth.
Worth.
Much better. Well done, well done. So in getting your tongue floppier, you were letting your lips relax too much. So then we were getting rather than wah. We need that lovely lip rounding, which, we practiced at the beginning, did we not, in our warm-up? Yeah, there we are. Lovely. So again, just try one more time, starting from a really nice tight-lipped wah sound. Worth. Much better. Well done, much better. Lovely. I'm fully aware, guys, as well, just for time, because there is so many of you, and these are quite big chunks of text, actually. I used to do all the tongue twisters with Lilo, so it's a bit quicker. I don't want to get too caught up in giving you too much to think about. So I'm just going to go through a few things for each of you quite quickly. And if anything doesn't make sense, this is all recorded. Come back to it. And if you do have further questions, just follow me in the group. Just message in the group and I'll get back to you. But does that make sense and sound better to you and clearer? Okay, excellent. We'll park that one for now. It feels pretty good to say that. I'm worth it. Isn't it? What else did I put? When you say, can you just say it feels pretty good to say that?
It feels pretty good to say that.
Yeah, good. Say that. Because it's, I actually would encourage you, because when you said the next that, I think that's easy for her to say. You actually said it like that, but for this one you're saying that. And actually, because it's quite important that in terms of what it is that you're saying, it feels pretty good to say that thing, I'm worth it. I think you do need to use the that and not the schwa version, okay? So it feels pretty good to say that thing, which is I'm worth it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So can you stress the that more for me and not schwa it?
It feels pretty good to say that I'm worth it.
Much better. Well done. And now I'm going to give you an opportunity. Have you done the schwas actually with Lilo and James yet, and everyone? Have you looked at schwas? Okay, I don't want to run before we can walk too much then, but for now, I want you to pop that schwa, which is essentially, so when we say, for example, can you just say actually for me, Marie, it feels pretty good to say that again?
Feels pretty good to say that.
Excellent. Could everyone hear how Marie said, and it's not, this isn't a wrong thing, this is an option. It feels pretty good to say that. Instead of, it feels pretty good to say that. So we've got to, yeah, to. So there's to, which is really the correct way to say the word. However, in natural conversation, sometimes we, abbreviate and cheat a little bit. And we'll say to, feels pretty good to say that. And actually, the biggest thing that makes your accent in this moment sound not British for me is the fact that you're saying to say that instead of to say that.
I see, yeah.
So again, you'll come to this in more depth, guys, but I did want to just quickly throw that one out there because that was one of the biggest things. I was like, oh, hello. Just say that for me. To say that.
To say that.
Yeah, beautiful. One more time.
To say that.
Yeah, lovely. To say that. Good.
To say that.
Yeah, lovely. And the next thing I'm just going to say to you, in terms of your voice placement, we're kind of pulling back onto a little creak on the end of that. To say that is coming quite flat back here in the back of the throat. Want it more forward. This is usually a bit of a general thing, guys. I want it a bit more forward placed. Thumbs up in the mouth. So rather than thinking to say that, can we say to say that? Let it fall forward more.
To say that.
Better.
To say that.
Yeah, okay, good. Well done. You're doing really well. I'm really giving you complex stuff here. That's just something I want you to think about. I won't spend more time on that just yet, Marie, but it might come up with other people. So just have a little listen how I help them through that as well. And then there was one more thing. I've written down vooz. That's not it. What? Vooz. That's not a word. That's not in this. Why have I written that down? Can you just say superpower?
Superpower.
Yeah, superpower, power. And rather than superpower, can I have superpower? Can we go a bit more wider and rounder on the power?
Power.
Okay, good.
Power.
Yeah, good. And more, rather than worrying about the what, can we just focus on the wow? In fact, let's do that. Everyone can do this. Wow. Like something's really amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, good on
Wow.
voice. Nice and confident. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, excellent.
Wow.
Wow.
Power. Power.
Right, Ron, I'm
Power.
asking you to still say wow for now. Keep going. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, good. And follow
Wow.
my lead a little bit higher. Wow.
Wow.
Lovely. Wow.
Wow.
Good. Okay. Lovely. So we've just got wow. And now we're going to add the what in there. So let's just go wow.
Wow.
Excellent. Lovely flick there. Perfect. One more time. Wow.
Wow.
Lovely. And now we're just going to pop a P in the beginning of that. Power.
Power.
Yeah, good. Power.
Power.
Good. Power.
Power.
Good. Power.
Power.
Excellent. Now on the end, you've done spot on everything I've asked for. Now I want a little bit more of a wah. I want more R at the end of power. So it's less power and more power.
Power.
Yeah, good. Just say power.
Power.
Yeah, power.
Power.
Better. Okay, lovely. Do it one more time.
Power.
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 Excellent. Now what I want is a little bit more of a lift in the top of the top lip. Gosh, it's crazy, isn't it? What I'm getting you to do. You're doing amazingly well. Power. So it's more top teeth rather than less power. It's more power up here.
Power.
Yeah, good. Well done. Power.
Power. Power.
Good.
I don't know how to move lips here.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing exactly what I'm asking. So now let's just shorten it as if we're saying I've got a superpower.
Superpower.
Good. Well done. And now let's put the stress on superpower.
Superpower.
Yeah, good. Well done. It's tricky. It's just practice. I was just waking up everything a little bit more because it was kind of, again, it was sounding a little bit off in terms of the British accent side of things. I want to keep practicing superpower and really listen to how Kate does it and also back to this recording. And yeah, I could just see how very coachable you are, Marie. You were doing and correcting everything really well as I was saying it. So it wasn't a test, but it's good for me to see like how everyone's minds work at the beginning. And you did super well. Have you got any final questions before we move on?
No.
Amazing. Great. Well done. Fabulous work. Alexander, team 2.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So let's crack on text. Worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. It feels pretty good to say that. I'm worth it. It's magic, that phrase. And I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, that's easy for her to say. She's been setting hair and makeup for hours to look like that. Of course she feels worth it. Because beauty can feel like a superpower, right?
Lovely. Really good. Woo. Go. Is it Alexander or do you put Alex?
Yeah.
Alexander. Alex, excellent, amazing, really good, Alex, really lovely. Good. What I wanted to start on was sat first of all. She's been sat in hair and makeup. Can you just say that word for me? Or that
She's
sentence?
been sat in hair and makeup.
Yeah, good. Sat. Can we try and make it sat? Can we sit in the word sat a little bit more? Sat.
Yeah,
that's the vowel sound I want to hear. Before it was just a little bit too tight. Sat. Rather than sat. Can you hear the difference?
She's been sat in hair and makeup.
Yeah, it needs a bit more of a bigger commitment from you. Make sense?
Yep.
Spot on. Lovely. And then that. Yeah, so then sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that. So on the second that of the, I think it's the second one, we got a bit of a dat going on.
Yeah. Just because I was Russian, probably.
Exactly. So let's try and make
hours
it
to look like that.
Again?
for hours to look like that.
Yeah, better. Well done. Thank you very much. Coming back to hours now. Hours. No, hours. So can we have a little bit more of a lip engagement and a width before we say, well, at the start of the word, hours.
Hours.
Yeah, good. Hours. And one thing, actually, this is a general note for everybody. On some of the words where there is an R in there, I think we do have a bit of a habit to begin with, depending on where we're from and our original language and accents, to really commit to making those R's super strong. But often I'll just put in the chat, just the way I see it and kind of coach it. Sometimes it is a little bit more of a sound rather than a R sound. For example, hours, or an us, actually. Us, hours, as opposed to hours. Can you hear the difference?
Yes.
Interesting, huh? So can I actually have, I don't want the R, I want more us in there. Hours.
Hours.
Oh, lovely. Do it again.
Hours.
Yeah. And say it in context of the sentence again. So make up for hours to look like that.
So she's been sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to that again?
She's been sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that.
Yeah, spot on. Well done. Really good. So already, just meeting you briefly, Alexander, it seems that maybe those are the things that might slip a little bit for you. Some of the vowel sounds, and maybe just on the THs, the D, committing to the D, rather than the TH sound. So I'd say just focus on that and making sure that it's all switched on. I know it's still really early doors into the course, but you're doing spot on really well. I'd say those are the main things that were speaking out to me. Is there anything else that you're curious about or you got a question about in this phrase?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's for me it's hard because it's a woman, so I have to do the sounds like, so I have a deep voice, so that's why it's hard for me like to copy a woman, let's say.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the thing is, like I was saying earlier, it's about bringing your personality to it. Like you can change the pronouns in this if you wanted, if that makes it easier. And there's plenty of superstar Hollywood men that would maybe do this campaign that are sat in hair and makeup for hours as well. So it's about them making it more your own, Alexandra. I'd make sure that you're just playing around with it. And although, and a general note for everyone, like I said, although you're trying to copy Kate Winslet's accent, you're also really not, you're trying to make it your own. So do hear it, but then think, okay, well, how would I say it in my accent? And then when I come to see Pippa, she can check in and make sure, not in my accent, in my, pitch, she can check in with it. Does that make sense? So keep playing with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a variation of speeches to look at, but it sounded really good in your deep accent, in your deep accent, in your deep
deep voice.
Yeah, deep voice anyway. So I try not to let that interfere and get in the way, because I actually don't think that should hinder you in any way, whether it's a woman saying it or it's a woman text or not. It's just more about you placing it where is right for you. And Kate's, I've got quite a deep voice, and I'd say Kate's got quite a deepish voice as well anyway. But yeah, I thought you did brilliantly well. Any final questions or thoughts?
No, it's fine.
Amazing. Well done, Alex.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will, we've obviously got like another 7 sections, I think, to go. So don't feel like you all have to do this one if you don't want to. As well, I can't see, I think everyone's, yeah, no, that's good though. All right, we might just jump on and move on to the next bit at some point. So if I don't get through all of you on this one, apologies. But first up, I've got Tasia. Is that how you say that?
Hi there, Tasia.
Tasia. That's a nice name.
Yeah.
I've not heard that before. It's
Thank
Tasia.
you.
Read it for me.
That's a difficult one. Okay. So I'm worth it. It feels pretty good to say that. I'm worth it. It's magic, that phrase, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, wow, that's easy for her to say. She's been sat in hair and makeup for hours to look like that. Because she feels worth it, because beauty can feel like superpower, right?
Yeah, well done. Lovely work. How much time did you spend on this out of curiosity?
Not much. Maybe I read it like through 1-2 times. So sorry.
No. I thought you did a really good job. I was just curious. Good. So, actually, there's one more note for Marie K as well that you've reminded me of, Tasia. Tasia.
Yeah. Tasia.
Tasia.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And that was dropping the A superpower. So you and Marie K you said, because beauty can feel like superpower, right? It's not beauty can feel like a superpower. Again, this is another general note for everybody. This is a common thing. If you drop the simple things that you think aren't important, like the twos and the thes and the A's, I'm like, where are you from? You're not from. So again, it's really important to not underestimate the power of the tiny little details in a sentence, especially when you're reading it. So yeah, can you just say that final line for me and make sure you get the A in there and make it let's make it a schwa, like I've talked about earlier. It can feel like a superpower, but it can also feel like a superpower. So can we try and say a superpower when we get to that sentence, that section?
Okay.
So just say,
do I read like, oh, of course she, right?
oh yeah, go from there. Why not?
Of course she feels worth it because beauty can feel like a superpower. Feel like a superpower, right?
Well done. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Much better. And even actually that time when you corrected yourself and you went, can feel like we do that. If we're thinking about something and we're trying to make it feel, you know, if you were acting like Kate Winslet was acting that speech, she might go, it feels like a superpower, right? Like it's an idea, but it's not. So brilliant. Really, really good. Fantastic.
Okay.
Excuse me. So, one thing I would say, of course. Can you just say, of course?
Of course.
Better. Okay, fine. I always want of course and not of course. Okay, so make sure it's always core, that nice long or sound and shape. Yeah, can you just do it one more time?
Of course.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Delightful. There was one more thing. Yes, and I think it might be just because you were reading it and thinking of tons of different things. This phrase, I'm worth it, general note for all of you guys. I don't know if you have this company wherever you're from, but it's the tagline for L'Oreal, isn't it? Because you're worth it. Like that's a thing. I think it's L'Oreal. But anyway, if something is worth it, it is a bit of a package deal in terms of those words being said together. And just when you were doing it just now, Tasia, you said Taisia, tie,
just tie.
Just tie.
Yeah, just tie.
Like
it's my short name. So
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Like I'm Philippa, but it's Pip or Pippa. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Okay. So yeah, we want to make sure it is worth it, and they are kind of like, it's kind of like a one-word deal. So you did kind of say, of course she feels worth it, because you broke it up and it sounded so broken up.
Yeah, because it's difficult for me to say that in the right way.
Of course, and I think that's what it was, but I'm just flagging it as well, just so you can again start to heighten your awareness, guys, of those words that actually do kind of just squish together. And if you do break them up, it just doesn't sound right. Even though it doesn't wrong, it just doesn't sound right to our British eardrums. Good. I just wanted to flag that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, let's just look at worth then. I'm worth it. Just say that again.
I'm worth it.
One more time.
I'm worth it.
Good. So what I'm hearing is I'm worth it. And I would like I'm worth it.
I am worth it.
Better. Thank you very much. Can you feel, and do you know what you did differently there, and you're happy with that, or do you want more?
I'm not happy with that because every time I'm saying it, it sounds different. You know,
totally different. Okay, good.
So one time I say I'm worth it, another time I'm worth it, and actually in my daily life I speak I'm worth it. So worth is mostly American way, not the British one. So it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, totally. Similar to what I was saying to Alex earlier, when we see those R's, I think, or think the R sound, we do just slip into American. And to be fair, it's happening more in England as well. You see a lot of younger people that watch the Kardashians and they're all starting to sound like they're from California. What's going on? Yeah, let's try and make sure, similar to course, worth. It's not the same, but when we just went through course, it's that kind of like or shape, a bit more of a jaw lift and a lovely roundness in the mouth on the worth it. There is
worth it.
Beautiful, worth it. And so again, that's not the R sound really, is it? It's not worth it like in America. We actually are a bit lazier on that front. So again, general note for everybody, we want to train our R's to sound beautifully R-y, Ariana Grande. But we actually also want to practice the other sounds that come with the shapes that come with the R's in certain words, I would say. So what you did then was lovely, but the biggest thing for me actually was that I'm worth it. It is I'm worth it. So rather than thinking can we think I'm? So again, like starting as if it's kind of coming around and forward. I'm. Yeah,
I'm worth it.
Especially. Yeah. One more time.
I'm worth it.
Yeah.
I'm worth where it
Good,
gets here and there.
Forget about the worth it for now. Let's just focus on the I'm. So I really want that M. Yeah.
I'm.
Good. Can we just do smiling? Puckering? Smiling? I'm. Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see how we got your lips rounding towards the end? You don't necessarily want a lip rounding shape, but what I did want you to practice was getting your lips a bit more closed and enjoying like the resonant shape. Whereas before you were kind of going, I'm, and it was staying here. I wanted the I'm. So I want the work, then the release. Yeah.
I'm worth it. Okay.
Yeah, lovely, much better. Final thing I'm going to throw at you, actually, not that I've given you enough to work on. I'm throwing loads of stuff at you. You're doing amazingly well. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Can you hear my pitch there?
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit, and again, I know it's an exercise, but let's just try and free that up a little bit already. I'm worth it. Let's really Kate Winslet this up, actually. She's a bit like that.
I'm worth it.
Yeah.
I'm worth it.
I'm worth it.
I'm worth. Wow, it's getting far away.
It's hard because I'm giving you 20,000 things to think about. Good, try again.
I'm getting far away, really. Okay, I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
Yeah.
I'm worth it.
Well done.
I'm worth it. Okay.
Worth it. So can we try and make sure that, yeah, that's it. It's that worth it.
I'm worth it. Okay.
Excellent. Good. That's another general thing for everybody. We sometimes have like, I feel in our British accents, there's like an earthy quality to us. And sometimes there is this kind of militant pride and pull back and thrust forward that we have. I'm worth it. It's kind of upright and to the point, like we're striding off to wherever. Yeah. So again, the minute I did that hand gesture, you did it. So this is another reason, guys. I know it might have felt silly doing these silly exercises at the start of class, but it's really good at wakening up your creativity and what's going to help you access in here what you need by doing different weird stuff with your pitch, with your hands, with your body. Okay, it all has an impact. As I just saw there, I did that gesture. Ty didn't even do it, but it helped. Clearly she got it straight off the bat and just committed to it. So again, for you, practice doing these hand gestures. If you see Lila or James or whoever doing anything, or you feel like something might help you, commit to it, because it will help you do what you need to do in here. Okay,
got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well done. Bloody love it. Okay, let's do, how many more people have got their, however many everyone's got their hands up. I might move on to the second section. Did anyone really want to do this bit? I saw a shrug. Excellent. Love that. Okay, we're going to move on to the second section. And if you really don't want to do this section, put your hand down. But if you really do want to do this section, keep it up and hopefully I'll get to you. I think the order of whose hands are up in what order might be slightly different on everyone's screens. So I will just go to whoever's at the front of mine, and that is Bella.
Peppa, nice to meet you. I was looking forward to meet you.
Likewise, looking forward to meeting all of you.
Because I got confused with the timing, so I was waiting for 12 o'clock.
Oh,
anyway,
well,
I'm worth it.
Let
me prove it.
It's worth it. So it's all good. Off you go.
So, but this has to come off at some point. So the tricky part, the really tricky part of all of us, is knowing how to feel worth it without any of this. Because let's be honest, I really don't look like all the time like this. I mean, who does? I'm so nervous, excited.
It's great. You did amazing. Yeah, well done, my love.
I love it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Guys, this is nerve-wracking. Like, I'm fully aware. Like, you barely know each other. You're coming on. You're being super vulnerable, trying to get, like I said, this stuff right straight away. It's fine. Like, it's just practice, and this should be fun. The more fun you can make it, and the more whatever you can be, the quicker it's all going to come into play for you, because you're staying true to you and your personality, and it will come a lot easier. So shake it off, Shake it off, Bella.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Yeah.
Shake it off. That's it. Take a deep breath. Everyone take a deep breath and have a little chill.
You can feel the tremor in my voice, and that's why, because I'm too excited.
I know, bless you. I'm the same. And this is it. Our voices are very sensitive. A lot impacts them emotionally, all of this stuff. So again, this is why I do all that warm up. Bella, make sure you watch the recording back. So I did quite a thorough warm up with everyone at the beginning. And it's to help alleviate all this nervous tension that we might be creating when we're trying to do this. But it will also just help you moving forward with everything. I was hearing a little bit of constriction in your voice, but I'm going to put that down to nerves. So I'm not going to address that just yet. So I want you to just do the whole thing again for me. Shake it off.
Excuse me, could you read it for us?
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe it will be better for us to understand.
That will help. Well done. Who was that? Who said that?
Daria.
Thanks, babes. Sorting me out, keeping me on track. Daria's my new PA. Right, okay. I will read it first of all. So that also didn't help, Bella, did it? That I didn't give you a chance to me to. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Number 2, section 2. But this has to come off at some point. So the tricky part, the really tricky part for all of us, is knowing how to feel worth it without any of this. Because let's be honest, I really don't look like this all the time. I mean, who does? Okay, help?
Yeah.
Yes. Daria, you happy?
Yes,
happy?
I am.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good. Bella, I want you to do it again. Now you've had a little chance to see me do it. And I want you to slow down as well. Before, you were jumping over some words and swapping them around, which is normal. You're reading a totally different random bit of text. Slow right down for me. No rush. Okay, let's take it chill. One more time.
But this has to come off at some point. So the tricky part, the really tricky part of all of us, is knowing how to feel worth it without any of this. Because let's be honest, I really don't look like this all the time. I mean, who does?
Excellent. Well done. Did you feel more relaxed going into it that time?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because normally I'm very relaxed, but once the camera's on,
Oh, of course.
I think that, yeah.
Absolutely. But you just got to remember, you're worth it. That was much stronger and clearer. Well done. There was a couple bits that I think you got in a habit of saying perhaps a little bit. I'm not sure if we're just mistaking the word, but when we get to maybe the second sentence, so the tricky part, the really tricky part for all of us, I think both times you said part of all of us. So make sure it is, part for all of us. So let's just break that right down. They're monosyllabic words, they're tiny little words, but let's not rush them. Part for all of us.
Part for all of us.
Lovely. When we get to the for, can we just let that open for sound like a cat's paw? Oh, paw. It's got its little paw hurt. Can we enjoy the for sound a little bit more? So just do it all again. Yeah.
So the tricky part, the really tricky part for all of us.
Good. Well done. You still kind of kept it a little bit short, but the whole thing was excellent. Let's just say
all
part
of
for. Let's really break it up as an exercise. Don't worry about making it sound beautiful for now. Part for all. Let's just do that first of all.
Part for all.
Lovely. Good. Perfect. I just want you to make sure that you're able to do what I want you to do, because we would say part for all of us. We do speed off with it.
Please correct me, please be tough, be strict with me.
That's what I like. I have to sometimes rein it in, but good. Now I know you like that. Off we go. Lovely. So yeah, let's just make sure we got that. In fact, do that whole sentence again. And I really want, can you really make sure when you get to for, it's not cut off too short? I do want part for all. If anything, I want for all to kind of meld into one. Part for all of us. Yeah, for all of us. Can you hear that?
The really tricky part for all of us.
Close. Good. You're cutting it short. Let's just.
All right, I got you now.
For all.
Tricky part for all of us. For
better.
All of us.
Better, much better. Well done. So we're keeping, for all of us. Lovely. See how a lovely little hand gesture helped Bella figure it out there as well?
Absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah,
love
love
it. And again, guys, this is something we do. Like, you'll see, I gesticulate all the time. I'm a trained actor, so I'm kind of, and I like to dance and all that sort of thing. So I am quite expressive with my body, but it does help. So do
really
it, help you find your ways. Yeah. Lovely. Right. The next thing's Right, just rewinding to the top then, but on this, but this. It sounded like but this, rather than this. So can I make sure we got the kit vowel in there? But this.
But this.
Better.
But
Thank you
this.
very much. Are you happy with this being this and not these? You know what you're doing differently there, yeah?
About this. About this. About this.
But this.
About this.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
this.
Good, good. Excellent.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
That's all right. I've still got a couple more things for you. Hold fire.
Wow.
I know, hang on. Tricky part. Without because
Without
because
because
I think it was
yeah.
more cause, and I want because Oz. The great and powerful Oz. Yeah, just try because one more time.
Because
Yeah, that's it. I'm getting because, and I want because.
You
Again?
don't want the cause, but cause. Because.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Well done. So it's a slightly richer sound. Well done. I can hear Bella's kind of figuring it out on herself, which is really, really good. But just to explain to everyone else, before I was hearing because kind of thing, I want that richness there. I've talked about this earthy quality that we have in our British accents, okay? Because, and enjoying that Z sound, even though it's written with an S, is, you know, and sometimes we do breathe and shorten it to a more of an S-y sound, but for now, because, let's be honest, she's really meaning what she's saying here. Yeah, because. Excellent.
Nice.
Lovely,
Thank
lovely.
you so much, Peppa. Thank you.
Very welcome. Yeah, great. Let's park you there, Bella. Thank you so, so much. Well done. Natalie, please. With her chest of drawers behind you.
Hi.
Making it happen. Hi, love.
So, second part.
Yes, please.
But this has to come off at some point. So the tricky part, the really tricky part for all of us, is knowing how to feel worth it without any of this. Because let's be honest, I really don't look like this all the time. I mean, who does?
Woo, lovely, Natalie. Really good. I love that. Like, you guys are really like putting some emotion behind it as well. That's something I normally have to like really pull out of people. But you're all really committing to what it is that you're saying. And again, this is another really good thing that's going to help you pick this up much, much quicker. As I can see already from the few of you that I've just coached, like really great. Well done, Natalie. Really, really, really good connection to it. Lovely. First of all, is there any bit that you're struggling with in your brain about this?
Oh, I've been practicing many times, honestly, so I just don't know. I hear that sometimes I do not sound like correctly, but I don't know.
Okay.
If you hear something that you can help me with, so I would be grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, this again is similar to what just happened before with Bella. I'm hearing this rather than this. Yeah, so can we make sure it's that short, sharp kit vowel?
But this. Mm-hmm.
And you did but this really nicely as well. You captured that TH and let it release into this from the but, which is great.
But this has to come off at some point.
Yeah, one more time. Say the whole sentence again.
But this has to come off at some point.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. This has.
Mm-hmm.
With the has, can I ask for a little bit more of a Z sound in there? So it's not, but this has to come off.
Mm-hmm.
But this has to come off. Make it a Z, a little bit of a Z.
But this has to come off at some point.
Yeah, really, really good. Lovely. Well done. So again, both are right. For my ear, I wanted a little bit more of that richness again. Something that I noticed, especially in fact, where are you from, Natalie, if you don't mind me asking?
Ukraine.
Yeah, fantastic. So with some of the European accents, like I think sometimes it can get very hissy and it's very forward in the mouth. And I hear it a lot in Polish as well. Like it's very to the front here. And we don't have a lot of sibilants in the British accent. I mean, we do, but if anything, it's more of a richer, earthy Z British rather than a hissy S European accent. Yeah, so good. So just say that whole thing again, trying to keep the this short, the has clear, and let's see what happens again.
But this has to be off at some point.
Has to come off at some point.
But this has to come off at some point.
Excellent. Well done. So interesting you went to has to be off. I'm going to ask you then to stress on the come. Can I have more M? This has to come off. This has to come off. Come off.
Come off.
Yeah. Enjoy that M sound.
But this has to come off. This come off at some point.
Yeah,
Has to
excellent.
come off.
Yeah, really good. So again, I'm trying to get a bit more detail and pull it out of you, so it's just that little bit richer with the sounds. Yeah. This is another reason, guys, why I do that warm up, to practice ma 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 ma, me. Practice all of these. Yeah. Beautiful. Just so that we can pick and choose when we pull it out a little bit more. And in context of what we're saying here, but this makeup has to come off at some point. Do you see how like lifting those sounds a little bit stronger helps me emphasize what I want to emphasize a little bit more? It's not, but this has to come off at some point. It has to come off at some point.
But this has to come off at some point.
Yes, queen. Love it. Well done. Fantastic.
Okay. I will practice more.
Good. Yeah, practice that. There's another little thing I just want to quickly do with you. Oh, what was it? So where is it? Look.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah. I really don't look like this all the time. Can you say that?
I really don't look like that all the time.
Yeah, good.
I really don't look. This ooh sound also just I've been practicing this. Lila trying to make this ooh look.
Good. So what I would like to try with you, I don't know what Lila's given you, but just for this, look, there is a little bit of a, I'd say like a look, like almost a glottal in there when I do it. Look. Yeah.
Look. I
think
I
you can
don't look like I really don't look like that. Like this.
What's going to help you actually, Natalie, a little bit, I think, is a little bit more lip rounding. At the moment, you're keeping everything quite neutral, which is really nice. I really don't look like that or this all the time. Yeah.
Because it was
it's interesting, isn't it?
I hint to stay as relaxed as we can.
But it's really good that you're starting from that point. So now it's about kind of working really slowly and not rushing it. Again, general note for all of you guys, if you've got the neutral shape down and you can kind of stay there quite like, softly, and you're okay, maybe practice a bit like what Natalie's just done, but then think, okay, what do I need to add in the briefest moment to make it sound that bit clearer? Okay. And for me, it is look. Can you see when I say look, we got the sucker shape almost coming through our lips. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. I really don't look.
I really don't look like this.
Excellent.
Look.
I think thinking of that, have you done glottals, stops and starts and ends with Lilo yet? No,
just,
okay,
no, not yet. Yeah,
fine. It's essentially where when I say the word octopus, there's quite a clear glottal start. Yeah,
octopus.
It's just where our vocal folds kind of like hit and release a little bit, or not hit. They don't ever hit, but tap and release. So when you say look, I'm kind of glottling it before I give the K its shape. I don't know if everyone can hear that. Yeah, look.
I really don't look like that. Like
good.
This.
So you still want to get the K in there though. Look. Yeah, that's better. Well done. I really don't look.
I really don't look like this.
Okay, excellent. And on don't, can I have, rather than don't, can I have don't? Can you think of scooping under and up? Don't. Short and sharp, like you're telling a dog, don't eat the thing.
Don't.
Yeah, better. Okay. I think before don't. It was kind of coming up here a little bit. Don't. And I want more of a don't. I want a richer
Don't look like this.
Good. So then what I want you to be careful of is not to kind of really enjoy the don't. We don't want to make
American, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I think that's just very heightened RP actually. Don't. We don't go to the shops on a Sunday because we're at church kind of thing. No, I think it's more of a don't. So try and think flatter and more direct. Don't. That's it. Before, could you hear? You were going don't. I wanted it lower in pitch and more here, not up here. Don't. Better. Okay. So now I'm happy with the don't too much. I'm fine with that for now. But I think for you, it's just placing the voice. Sometimes I talk about placing the voice, guys. Sometimes we can place the voice up here and I might sound a little bit, softer nasal, but actually we want to kind of find this nice meaty, earthy tone to our British accent. That's right.
My voice is lower. Yeah, just it's low. That's why it's difficult to go up.
Yeah. That's fine. But interestingly enough, I think your habit was to go up too high in that in the don't. I want it kind of more natural, in a
really
more natural placement for
don't
you.
look like that. I really don't look like this.
Better.
Okay, I'll practice, yeah.
Well done, well
Yeah.
done. We'll park you there. Is that all right, Natalie? Have you got any questions?
No, thank you.
Well done, well done. Great job. Excellent work. Natalia Art, please.
Hi, hello everyone. So it's again part 2, 3.
You know what? I'm going to throw you, Natalia Art. Can we go on to part 3?
Yeah,
Excellent.
let's do it. And you go first, please.
Yes,
Yeah,
I will.
yes.
So now part number 3. So then what is left? Oh, hang on. What am I reading? So then is what's left. Okay. See, sometimes even I can't read my own writing, my own language. Let's try again. So then is what's left worth it? When we're younger, we often think that worth is all about our face or our body shape, or how much attention we get, or how popular we are, or how many likes you get compared to your friends. But it's not about any of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take it away.
So then what's left with it? When we're younger, we often think that worth it all about our face or our body shape, or how much attention we get, or how popular we are, or how many likes you get compared to your friends. But it's not about any of that.
Lovely. Well done. Really, really good articulation. Fantastic. You can see you've got a nice dexterity in your facial muscles, which is fabulous to see. So well done. Good. Right. One thing I want to kind of focus on with you, I think we can, I don't want to just generally say we can flatten the tongue a bit more, but I think we can practice sitting in it a little bit more. You know, like, have you ever been on a roller coaster?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when like there's that like kind of dip and you're like, you feel the weight of your body get scooped a little bit by gravity and you're just like, you know, really in your hips for me. Let's kind of just think that we're a bit heavier. I know we never want to feel heavier, do we? But let's imagine that we want to feel a bit heavier on this occasion. And let's just try and root it and relax into it a little bit more. What I was hearing was quite high up here, and the intonation was being affected by it. I kind of wanted to see if we can try and drop it a little bit. So just like kind of repeat after me. It's kind of floppy and bounce it around. So then is what's left worth it? Let's kind of fall into every other bit.
Okay. So then is what's left worth it?
Lovely. When we're younger.
When we're younger,
Good.
we often think that worth is all about our face or our body or shape. Right?
Beautiful. Pause there for me. Fantastic. Really, really good. When you watch this recording back, I think you're going to hear a real difference between like where you're kind of naturally placing your voice and where you were kind of forcing it a little bit. And I want you to encourage to keep sitting back into it and bouncing through it a little bit more. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. It's something I have to just think about. It's a list of things I have to think about, and this is I put into the number 1 now.
100%. Guys, you've been speaking how you've been speaking like unconsciously for however long, and now we're suddenly throwing loads of consciousness at you, all these different things. There's going to be that growing phase where you're a bit like, whoa, you're suddenly aware of all these things that just you didn't care about before. So it's good, really good. Keep that list and keep going through it. So that's the first thing. What was really good about that as well is it meant that you kind of loosened up your face a little bit. Some of your natural accent was coming through again, but I didn't mind that because actually we were focusing more on the pitch in that exercise, and that was really, really helpful for me to see, and your placement. So that was good. So when we get to younger, can we just make sure we've got younger and not vunger? So just try and make sure we've got the yeah there.
Younger.
Yeah.
Younger.
Yeah. And I think you corrected a little bit there actually. So yeah, it's younger. We've got that lovely sound rather than
younger.
Yeah. So
younger. Younger.
Yeah, when we're younger.
Younger.
Good. So can you see what I'm doing? I'm not really engaging my tongue too much. Younger.
Okay. Younger.
Yeah.
Younger. Okay.
Uglier. It's uglier. I'm going to be honest. That's another thing you'll hear me say a lot. I want it more ugly. Make it more ugly for me, and therefore you'll sound more British. Damn it. But that was great. Spot on. We often think. Can you just say we often think that worth?
We often think that worth.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so this has got quite a lot of vowel sounds and soft consonant sounds in it. So it can actually, when we break it up, it actually, again, it kind of intrudes onto that British accent facade we're trying to create. So actually, rather than we often think that worth, can we try? We often think that worth. Can we kind of melt them all together? We're still honoring every single consonant, but can we just soften and smooth it out? We often think. Just say those three first of all. We often think.
We often think.
Yeah, lovely. That worth.
That worth.
Yeah, good, good, good. And again, on that worth, we don't want it to, we want to be careful we're not making a V too much, yeah? That worth, no, that were.
The worth.
Again?
That worth. That worth.
Yeah, worth.
Worth.
So what I want actually from you is a little bit more harshness on that word worth. So rather than worth, can I have a really clear w followed by a really strong worth? I want that ugly at the end.
Worth.
Better. Okay, good. One more time.
Worth.
Yes, excellent. So I wanted a little bit more oomph from you and you gave it to me and I think it needs that, okay? Another general thing, guys, when we're doing these voiceless sounds or W's, we're really actually having to engage our diaphragm a lot more. Sh, 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 sh. Can you see my ribs bouncing around? Everyone, can you see? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, lovely. So so when I'm asking Natalia here to give me more of a worth, if it's voiceless, can you see my ribs bouncing? Obviously, like I practice this sort of thing all the time, but it does require a little bit more energy from our bodies and our breath to get certain sounds out of our face. Okay, so again, on that W and the TH, it requires a bit more of a bounce and a flick and a build up of air before we choose to release it from the lips. So that's what I was trying to get a little bit more out of from Natalia then, which she did very well. So thank you so much. Lovely. There was just one more thing I actually wanted to speak to you. Can you just say how much attention?
How much attention?
Yeah, how much attention? How much attention? How? Can we, on the how, I've said this a few times to some of you, can we think a bit more wider and rounder? How, not how.
How?
Yeah,
how?
Yeah,
how
good.
Much attention? How?
Yeah,
okay.
How much attention? And again, actually, on the much, can we try and add a little bit more meatiness on the M? Because actually, one thing I'm hearing that makes it sound a little bit not British is that how much attention? How much? The fact that you're not giving it as much meatiness. So how much attention? It's not how
much. How much attention?
Yeah. Good. For now, and again, it's a good word to stretch much and really and must I love you. We really do hold some of these consonants in place and enjoy them when we're really trying to use them to express ourselves. Okay. So I think that's the biggest challenge for you, Natalia, actually, is just start thinking, okay, how will I express it? Can I hold on to that consonant a little bit longer? Can I exaggerate it a little bit longer to make me or clearer or stronger to help me communicate myself clearer? Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Let's park you there. Well done, Natalia. Daria, please. And then we'll move on to part 4 after Daria.
Okay, so then is what's left worth it? When you're younger, we often think that worth it is all about our face or our body shape or how much attention we get or how popular we are or how many likes you get compared to your friends. But it's not about any of that.
Lovely. Well done. Whoop, whoop. Fabulous stuff. First of all, are there any bits on that you find tricky that in your head you want to cover quickly or not? Doesn't have to be.
Not really after your explanation to other people.
Okay, good.
Quite clear.
Yeah, that's the good thing as well about these group session, guys. I know it's easy to switch off a little bit, but the more you can watch other people, you will be able to start self-correcting and things sometimes. Sometimes, that being said, I will be very clear if it's only for this one person. But yeah, anyway, good. Lovely, Daria. That was fabulous. What I would say for you actually is I think again, where are you from actually as well? I just like to know. I'm curious.
Belarus.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Like...
Lovely. So again, I think there's a tendency to place the voice a little bit further back in the throat here. And again, in our British English accents, we keep a lot more of it in the mouth and forward. Like I say, we're always we're always walking to work quite proudly, and we want to get there and get done. I mean, are we? You'll never see a British person. You might see me walking down the street like that sometimes if I'm messing out, but you'd never see a British accent, a British person looking like that. Anyway, I want you to think a little bit more forward and forward placement for me. And if it helps, like almost leaning forward as you're doing it and like falling forward. So then is what's left worth it? Can you just think up and over and forward and over for me? So just say the first.
What's left worth it?
Yeah, try again. So
What's
then is
left?
what's left.
So then it's what's left worth it.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you very much. Well done. Good open-mindedness in trying that. Just repeat after me. When we're younger, we often think.
When we're younger, we often think.
Yeah, okay, lovely. Yeah, I think for you, one of the biggest things that's going to help is trying to place the voice just that little bit more forward. Let's just do a really quick exercise. Everyone can do this. Everybody join in. We haven't done this yet. We did a little hum earlier in the warm-up. Don't worry about the moving forward business now. I don't need to get vertigo or seasick. And I just want you to put your hand on your chest, just quite high up on your chest by your sternum. Take a nice deep breath. Everyone, lovely jubbly. And we're just going to do a very gentle hum, and we're just going to very gently pat our chest or give it a little rub, whatever feels best for you, on a nice optimum pitch. We don't want to go too high or too low, so just do that in your own time, Daria. And then take a breath where you need to. We're not trying to hold it for very long or anything. Just take a breath. Nice, breathe again. And then what I want you to do is open it out into an R. We're not trying to be loud, but follow my lead. See what I do first of all. Good.
Like a doll, yeah. You know.
It can feel a bit vulnerable, feel a bit weird. It feels a bit like we're singing. We get self-conscious. But what I'm trying to do is just encourage you to get used to feeling your voice at its not fullest. You know, you're not being particularly loud, but we do have a lot more resonance and capability in our voice than we realize. By tapping our chest, what I'm trying to remind you to do is just ease into it a little bit more and keep the pitch that little bit lower and feel the resonance that happens here when our two little tiny vocal folds, which are teeny tiny in here somewhere, actually vibrate and connect. We got lots of sound we can make. Okay, so that's what I was just encouraging from you there a little bit, Daria. And I want you to practice the ah in particular, because that ma opens it up and out. Okay, rather than ma, I would like to hear ma. Can you hear the difference in resonance there? Oh,
can you repeat it again?
So
please?
What this is me sending the voice backwards to the back of my throat. I'm keeping it back here. What I want to do is open up and forward. Okay, I'm thinking forward the whole time. Can you hear the difference?
I can hear it. Yeah.
One feels a bit stifled, a bit constricted, and when I keep everything back here, you know, that's fair enough. But actually, in our British accents, not all that helpful. The minute I bring it forward, you can kind of, you know, and I use the creak, and I do come back sometimes. But for the sake of this exercise and for you, I feel like you're sitting there quite comfortably, and I want you to get used to getting out of that comfort zone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's something I want you to work on. For now, I do want to just give you a couple of other things. Can you just say, we often think that worth it is all about our face or our body shape.
We often think that worth is all about our face or our body shape.
Yeah, lovely. Just say about our face.
About our face.
Lovely. Look up for me. You know those 3 words about our face? You don't need to read them now. Yeah? You got it? Yeah, right. Look up for me again. And I think this might not be helping. It's because you're really concentrating, but you're doing a lot of this. And actually, I think it's not helping you because you're practicing like this. And that's there, right? So again, guys, this is why warm-ups and getting up and strong is really, really important. Maybe what might help is when you're practicing is holding it up like this. This is what we do in sight reading and auditions. If we're cheating the text and we don't know the lines, we're like, hey,
I'm sorry for the noise.
Yeah. So bear that in mind. And again, I think that's going to help you with that. Yeah, our face. Can we just try our face, not our face? Our
face.
Yeah, so less strength on the R. We don't want our
face.
Yeah, a bit more like our.
Yeah, our, like our. I need to shorten it a little bit.
Yeah,
face.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
face.
beautiful. Thank you very much. Lovely, lovely. And then can you just say popular?
Popular.
Yeah, good.
I
Again
can
on there.
hear us. Yes.
Try again. Well done.
Popular.
Divine. Well done. Absolutely fabulous. Just say compared to your friends.
Compared to your friends.
Yeah, good. So friends. Can we try keeping that
Friends.
friends, ends? Let's really enjoy. So if you
Friends.
actually, good. Bear with me. Let me just explain something quickly. So this is a note for everybody. That word, we've got an N, D, and S at the end, right? To make an N sound, where's our tongue placing? Front of the mouth, behind the teeth. A D, where's the action happening to make a D sound? Front of the mouth as well. Yeah. And on the S, oh, what? That's at the front of the mouth as well. So what we can do is actually cheat that a little bit and remind ourselves to keep everything at the front of the mouth more, because that's what the word is making us do. F starts at the front, ends starts at the back a bit on a glottal, but then we got the NDS to remind us to bring it to the front. Okay, so let's just think friends. Let's really round it back and forward like we're pinging a tennis ball. Just say friends for me.
Friends.
Yeah, good. Friends.
Friends.
Yeah, I love my friends. Say it.
I love my friends.
Yeah, you do. Amazing. Good. So again, just towards the end of certain sentences, guys, we never want to taper off too much. We don't want to pull back on the voice. Get compared to your friends. No, get compared to your friends. But it's not about any of that. Okay, so the more we keep it forward, remember you're driving forward with meaning. We don't want to pull back on it. So just say get compared to your friends.
Get compared to your friends.
Think forward again, even more for me. Get compared to your friends.
Get compared to your friends.
Yeah, excellent. Well done, well done. And on those R's as well, compared to, it started to come through a little bit more. Compared to your, keep it a bit softer for me. Get compared to your friends.
Get compared to your friends.
Yes, much better. Well done, well done. Can I leave it there for you, Daria? You got plenty to work on, yeah?
Yes.
Lovely,
Absolutely.
fantastic. Really
Thank
good.
you
Any
so much.
questions?
No, not for now.
Splendid. Let me remove you. Lovely. How many people have done that? What is that? Number 3. Oh my gosh. Right. We're moving on to number 4. Sorry if you wanted to do number 3, but it's time for number 4. Who is next that hasn't been yet? Veronica, please.
Hello, Pippa.
Hello, darling. Welcome. Good to meet you. Would you like me to read it? That'll be helpful, wouldn't it? I keep forgetting that bit.
Please.
Excellent. Number 4. I'm worth it is about owning your right to be you, to stand in your truth with your body, your skin, and your face, which is going to change as the years pass, but that's just a fact. But feeling brave enough to believe that you are worth it is something we can all help each other to do. I added an extra but in there. Forgive me. I said, but that's just a fact, but that's not there. Forgive me. That was me jumping the gun. Lovely. Ready to give it a go, Veronica?
Yes, thank you. I'm worth it. It's about owning your right to be you, to stand in your truth with your body, your skin, and your face, which is going to change as the years pass. That's just a fact. But feeling brave enough to believe that you're worth it is something we can all help each other to do.
Amazing. Well done. Good effort. First thing I want to give you is change. I got change, change.
Change.
Yeah, good, better. A bit like an angel, yeah? And I want you to kind of think a change. When we've got the ch sound, straight after we make it, I want you to kind of lift almost into a smiling shape and get the vowel shape there for me. So if you just watch me say it a couple of times, change. My lips are going change. I want you to replicate it.
Change. So
Good.
fast, like when you smile a little bit.
Exactly. One more time.
Change.
Good. Try and get the smile a little bit sooner for me. So straight after in fact, let's break it down. Let's just go ch.
Sure.
And keep the lips there. Good. And then a.
Nj.
Really good. Lovely. And let's just do it one more time. Ch.
Sure.
Aim.
J.
J. Yeah, lovely. So guys, again, general note, if you're ever struggling with something, break it down as simple as that. Watch what they're doing with their lips, whoever you're following and copying, and just break it right down. Always best to start slower, more precise, than rush it and screw it up. That was fantastic, Veronica. Just try and let's just see if we can squish it together a little bit more for me again then. Change.
Change.
Much smoother and better. Fantastic. Let's just put that into context. Let's just say it's going to change. Let's just say that for now. It's not in there, but
It's going to change.
lovely. Change. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now what I want on your intonation, rather than it becoming that's going to change, because that's what we were kind of practicing, I actually want it a little bit flatter and more direct. Change. Change.
It's going to change.
Better. Lovely, lovely. So again, there was just something with the intonation. We were making it really long and quite large, when actually I wanted it a little bit shorter to make it sound a little bit more British. Change. We do change pitch and variation on certain vowel sounds sometimes. You know, oh, I need some more change. You know, if I'm a bit frustrated, I might say that. But in normal context, I would say it's a little bit shorter and clearer. So lovely. Thank you. Much better. So yeah, making sure it's not change, change. It's got that width to it. Worth. Just say you are worth it.
You are worth it.
Better. Lovely. Okay. Do it one more time.
You are worth it.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think you've got it down then. I just think when you were doing the whole thing, you lost it a little bit. So it's just about switching on that awareness and keeping it spot on. Let's just say worth again, one more time.
Worth.
Yeah, lovely. Worth.
Worth. You're
Excellent.
worth it.
Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Is there any other bit on this that you're struggling with that you're thinking, I really want to cover this with Pippa while she's here? Is there any word in particular or phrase?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, really good. I feel like a final note for you would just be as well mixing up variation of intonation. Again, you're going to cover this more in the course as you go. But try, when you're practicing things, try to just mix up the pitch a little bit. I'm worth it is all about owning your right to be you. Sounds a bit weird, but maybe
Goes my pitch. When I just speak, my pitch goes up all the time. Like my voice is not so, like it's a low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So sometimes I think we feel like we need to overcompensate with it sometimes, and we take our place, our voice somewhere where it doesn't really need to go. And so, yeah, I think for you, making sure, yeah, keep it low for now then, actually. Maybe rather than keeping going, oh, I need to go up, just practice trying to keep it a little bit more earthy, British, and go higher when you feel like you're compelled to, because you have to emphasize something. Volume, pitch, intensity of consonants and vowel sounds that we're using, guys. These are all dynamics that we employ to communicate effectively. Okay, and it's very different. If you're holding a little baby, you're not going to be like, I'm worth it, it's all about, you're going to change your dynamic, aren't you? And speak to them very tenderly and quietly and use softer sounds. Okay, so again, thinking about all that sort of thing will help you for sure. And Veronica, that was lovely. I'm going to leave you there for now. Any questions?
No, I'm okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling. Fariza or Fariza?
It's Fariza, but
Fariza?
I know that's easier to pronounce Fariza, so it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm worth it is about owning your right to be you, to stand in your truth with your body, your skin, and your face, which is going to change as the years pass. That's just a fact. But feeling brave enough to believe that you are worth it, it's something we can all help each other to do.
Wonderful. Really, really good. Lovely work. Fabulous. Couple things for you. We're slurring some of the THs and making them a little bit more of an SE sound. For example, some sing. Stand in your truth. I'm exaggerating, but that's kind of what I was hearing a little bit. So I want to make sure we get the S-iness removed from there a little bit. Okay, so let's just say something first of all, and let's just really break it down. Can we just say some?
Some.
And then on the thing, can you really let the breath come through the teeth and the tongue, and try your best not to make it a hiss? We want a thing.
Thing.
Divine. Absolutely divine. Try it again for me. Some. Something.
Thing.
Excellent. And now let's bleed them together a little bit, really trying not to let them bleed to the point we get an S on the TH, okay? Something.
Something.
Better. Well done. Can you feel what you're doing differently?
Yeah, but when it comes in words, yeah, it's a bit difficult,
And then it goes out the
especially in a
window.
sentence.
Of course, exactly. So that's clearly something that you need to switch that awareness on a little bit more and be a little bit more, not hard on yourself, but a little bit more focused on when you're speaking, okay? Because everything else is really, really nice. And I'd say that was the biggest thing that I heard that was tripping me up from enjoying your British accent was the things and the sibilant S that was sneaking in where I don't want it. So lovely, really good. I know you can work on that, so that's fine. We'll leave that there. Can you just say truth?
Truth.
Truth. Yeah, good. Truth. So rather than, I'm going to see if this works. Rather than the emphasis being on the T and the R, truth, truth. Can I try the emphasis being a little bit more on the back end of the word? Even though it's a one-syllable word, I want the stress to be a little bit stronger at the end. Truth. Ooth. I want the ooth to carry more weight than the tr. Yeah?
Truth.
Better. Again?
Truth.
Oh, I think the first time is a little bit stronger. Try again. Really think of that. Ooth, ooth, ooth.
Truth.
Just say that for me, actually.
Truth.
Good. Well done. Let's just try this exercise. I just want to see if it works. Can you just go ooh, ooh, ooh?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, good. Let's make an F sound. Oof, oof, oof.
Oof, oof.
Good. Excellent. Right. Okay. This is helping me because I can see that your diaphragm is not quite following through with what you need to do. Okay. So it's going to feel a little bit more physical. Fariza, did you do the warm up or did you come on a bit later?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did. Excellent. So when we did, what did we do? Is and then the shh. Do you remember we did this? Did we do this at the beginning? Oh my God. I do so many of these workshops, I forget what I've done with everyone. Yeah, right. So that shh, let's just do let's forget the shoulders, but let's just do 3 short. Everyone can do this to wake up the diaphragms. 3 short, sharp, bouncy shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Yeah, give it some oomph for me. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Lovely. Can you feel your body doing anything?
Not really. Maybe somewhere here more than here.
Oh, I can't see where you're gesturing. Where are you gesturing? More here
I think
than
it's
here?
a bit upper for me than in the diaphragm.
Great, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know. So what we want to try and do is really easy, especially when we're stressed or at work or like just in life in general. We tend to breathe up here. We keep everything like up here, yeah, like that kind of panty vibe. What we want to try and get used to doing is letting these bellies like hang out and chill out a little bit. And so what we need to do is practice letting our diaphragm, which is here under that rib cage, practice bouncing and inflating a little bit freer. Often I see this all the time now, and I'm guilty of it as well. When we get a bit tense or whatever, we just keep everything up here. This is why I said to some people earlier, let's just chill out again. Let's just take a deep breath and get that diaphragm happening. So what I want us all to practice doing, guys, let's just practice a little bit of a diaphragmatic bounce. Let's put your hand almost like at the bottom of your, oh my God, I thought a bird was about to fly through my window. Put the thumb at the bottom of the sternum and let your hand kind of spray right over your abdomen a little bit. So it'll be covering your belly button a little bit. Okay, and I want you to breathe in and I want you to imagine you're sending your breath to that starfish on your belly, okay? Might feel a bit forced, but I want you to feel, can you force, not force, but can you encourage that area to feel and inflate as you breathe in? Can you feel that, Fariza?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent, good. And what I want you to do now is just do a few little shh, shh, shh in your own time or on an F sound. It doesn't really matter. And I want you to see if you can feel that engaging as you make.
Now I do, yes.
Yeah, can you feel it?
Yeah.
Hello. Look at what our body's amazingly capable of. Okay, great. So that's the kind of, that's where the impetus begins for all these voiceless sounds in particular. All the sounds start from down here, but when we're doing shs and f's and even t's and things, and it's all got to kind of start down here a little bit stronger. Shh, shh, shh. Can you see my body engaging?
Yeah, so on the exhale.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm letting my inhale come whenever it comes naturally, okay? So Fariza, and everyone can follow, but in particular, I'm just doing this for Fariza. Can you just do some nice long shs for me? Just follow my lead, call and response. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Good. And keep this nice and active and engaged for me. And even if it feels like you're trying to contrive it a little bit and force it, that's okay for now. And let's just do an F sound. Amazing. And now let's just do a oh my God. Yeah. Well done. That's what I'm looking for. The TH sound. Good. So make sure it's a and not a t. We're after a ugly.
Yeah, I was trying to practice with the word.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Forget the word for now, just the sound and shape. Good. Try again. Excellent. Well done. I think for you, I want you to practice that and let it go. Chill out, have a little wiggle. It can feel a little bit weird as well because it is your stomach area. So like you might feel a bit like dizzy, or you might feel a bit like, oh God, I feel bloated now. Again, just let it go after the exercise whenever you do try that sort of thing, Fariza. But well done. So now let's really try and wake that up when we say the word truth. Yeah, it's on the ooth.
Truth.
I want more of that diaphragmatic engagement. Okay, truth.
Truth.
Lovely. Well done. Can you feel a difference?
Yeah, but I generally have an issue with th and the because it's not common in either of languages I speak.
Okay, brilliant. So then what I would say for you, you know, we did the chopping board. Do it on a th sound really slowly. Th. Repeat after me.
Okay. Th.
Excellent. And we want to make it a nice th. So we're going to let that jaw release. Really slowly. Th. Yeah. And now let's make an E sound. The. Excellent. Now thu. Whilst trying to keep that diaphragmatic engagement. All right. So well done. I would say that's just something for you to practice in your own time then, just to waken up and get that muscle trained to make that shape because it's never done it before. Okay.
Good.
Makes sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Amazing. I'll leave that with you. Well done. Fantastic work. Right, we're going to go into number 5 already.
It's a great tip. It's a great tip to tell for all of us, I think.
Yeah, guys. Like, and that's it. Like, you know, don't be afraid to just mix up these exercises and put the whole point of them is that you can put whatever consonant you want there. And the reason why on the chopping board, I've copied it in the chat, remember, I'll put it in the group on Telegram as well. Like the idea of having the different vowel sounds is because some consonants are actually harder to do followed by a different vowel sound. For example, what's there's one that I always struggle with. I forget what it is now. Like poo, for example, poo. P, the P on the oo is actually quite hard because to make a voiceless plosive P sound, but if you've got your lips rounded for the oo, it's actually quite difficult. I find that one really, really hard. But when I say P, it's really easy because the P shape lends itself to the E vowel sound. Do you see what I'm saying? Fireworks again. Do you see what I'm saying about the sounds? But going is actually quite difficult. It requires a bit more tension. So again, practice with different consonants. It can be like what we just did with Fariza. It can be anything you want to do. And you can also, in our next session, we will do a consonant at the beginning and at the end with more vowel sounds, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Good, well done. So yeah, practice your chopping boards. Let's move on to section 5. And if anyone's not gone, keep your hands up and we will have time probably to do a few extras on 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to try and whiz through them right away. Let's go. This is section 5. And it's easier said than done. We've all got things that we criticize in ourselves and that we sometimes want to change or compare to others, our scars and imperfections and our differences. But all of those things make us exactly who we are. Oh, how lovely. What a lovely thing to say and think. Elena Pavlova, are you back?
Hello.
Hello again. How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Give it a go for me.
And it is said than done. We've all got things that we criticize in ourselves and that we sometimes want to change or compare to others, our scars and imperfections and our differences. But all of those things make us exactly who we are.
Wonderful. Well done, darling. Fabulous work. Let's have a little look at where was it? Sometimes. First of all, could you just say that line for me again? That we sometimes want to change.
That we sometimes want to change.
Oh, okay. Do it one more time.
That we sometimes want to change.
Very good. I'm going to drop the note that I had. Never mind. Well done. Can you just say it's easy and it's easier said than done?
And it's easier said than done.
Yeah, good. So there's a little bit of a fumble going on there. And before I didn't actually really, if I wasn't reading it, I wasn't sure what you were saying. So let's just really precisely slow it right down. And it's easier. I really want you to take a moment before you say each word. Repeat after me. And it's easier.
And it's easier
Said than done.
said than done.
Yeah, good. Okay. So just general for everyone. It's easier said than done is such a common British phrase. We say it all the time. It's like if you're having a chat with a girlfriend and you're like, look, you just need to get a divorce. Look, I know it's easier said than done, but that's what you need to like. It's like we always throw it out when there's something like that that's being said. Because it is easier said than done. So I don't know if that's why you were trying to like maybe whiz through it a little bit, but it does need that clarity a little bit more. Just say easier.
Easier.
Yeah, so what I'm getting is easier, and actually what I want is easier.
Easier.
Yeah, easier,
Easier.
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 1, 2, 3, easier.
Easier.
Remember the not easier.
Easier.
Yeah, better. So almost thinking easier than easier. I don't want the R happening too much, okay? Or easier. You were giving me air rather than So just try again. And it's easier said than done.
And it's easier said than done.
Yeah, good. What I think will also help is there's a bit of a yod in there. Have you covered yods yet, Elena? Did you do that with Lila yet? I feel like I've no yods. The yeah. Yeah. No. Okay, fine. So when we say easy, yeah, before the word is easy, and then we've got the yeah in there. The yeah shape, that's a yod. And what we want is I want a little bit more of that happening. Easy, yeah. And what happens is the tongue at the back of the throat lifts a little bit and then kind of drops to make the yeah. So everyone can do this. Can we all just try and pay attention to what our tongue is doing when we go yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And now let's just go ki-yi-yi-yi.
Yeah.
Yeah, yi-yi-yi-yi-yi.
Yeah.
Can you feel what your tongue is doing?
Yes, I feel, but I don't know if it's correct or not.
Yeah, it's absolutely correct what you're doing for now. Just try again. Yeah, don't worry about what's going on down here. When I say your tongue, I want you to think what's in like this bit and towards the back of your hard palate. So it's just up here. So just try again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you feel your tongue doing? No right or wrong answer. Just tell me what you think.
It's, I think, of course, touching my upper zone and a little bit maybe close to the teeth as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done. It's kind of bouncing around a bit like this at the back of the mouth. Yeah. And so when we go to easy, yeah. Can you see my tongue is actually moving? Yeah. Easy, yeah. And I think I want a little bit more dexterity in your tongue to make that yeah sound so that we're not getting easier. It's actually going easier. Yeah, good. Try and avoid moving the jaw too much for me and just let the tongue do the work. Easier. Good. And try not to do this either. Easier, because that's where I'm getting the yeah from. Easier. Look how neutral my mouth is. Easier.
Easier.
Yeah, easier.
There
it is. And it's easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, good. Well done. I think what will also help on the said than done. Can you see how active my tongue is being? Easier said than done. Done. It's my tongue doing all that lovely little flap.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Only triangular, everything is frozen actually, the other stuff.
Exactly, it's just waking up again. So what's going to help you a little bit as well is just practicing tongue taps. This is another exercise for everyone. If you find that the tip of your tongue isn't very isn't very flexible. What's the word I'm looking for? I just want you to practice some little tongue flaps. Yeah, so it's hitting the bit up here. good. And now let's go side to side. Yeah, amazing. And then up and down again. La 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 la. And you can always say la 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 if you want.
La 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 la.
Yeah, lovely. Lightly, lightly, ever lightly. Or we can also bring in the ta 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 ta. Okay, but let's leave that for now. But I want you to work on that for me, Elena. Okay.
This phrase one more time. And it's easier said than done.
Good, not bad at all. Well done, well done. Well done. Keep
It's not
practicing.
easier.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
to say
good.
that
You're
it's
doing
not
really well.
easier.
It's exactly, it's easier said than done to say the phrase. It's easier said than done. Lovely. Well done. I'm going to park you there. Have you got any final questions?
No.
Fabulous. Well done.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. We're going to move on to number 6. And I think we've got lovely Vera with her hand up. Can you do number 6 for me, Vera? I'll read it quickly. It's good. I definitely could. We could have whizzed through the segments a little bit quicker, couldn't we, today? But I mean, we're still doing it quickly now. But it's good to know. Good to know for next time. So number 6. And perhaps as we all walk through the world, we can show up for each other without judgment, whatever our differences and however you identify, because in unity and with acceptance, we can be greater together. Lovely. What a lovely sentiment. Vera, my love, unmute yourself and can you give it a read for me?
Hi, people.
Hi,
Yeah,
darling.
sure.
Good to meet you.
Likewise. And perhaps as we all walk through the world, we can show up for each other without judgment, whatever our differences and however you identify, because in unity and with acceptance, we can be greater together.
Smashing. Well done. Lovely work. Woohoo! Let's look at the word identify. And what I heard was identify. We were really... which is fine. I'd like to keep the phi a little bit shorter and crisper almost, so more of a clipped ending. Identify. Yeah, good. So trying to just compress that I a little bit shorter and a little bit, so actually the opposite of what I was just asking from, I think, was it Elena? I actually want less of the tongue dipping in there, so it's less phi. Can I have it a little bit flatter? Phi.
Identify.
Yeah, good. Well done. Try again.
Identify.
Spot on. Well done. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's the first thing. And then the second thing, which I absolutely haven't written down, where was it? World. That was it. Can you just say, as we all walk through the world? Can you just say that bit?
As we all walk through the world.
Yeah, lovely. World. Rather than world, can I have more of a world, like on worth it? Yeah, I want a little bit more range and depth in the mouth and a drop of that jaw.
World.
Good. Were. Can we just start with, let's forget about the RLD at the end and let's just try were. Lovely. Can you make it a little bit longer for me just for the sake of the exercise, and hold it a little bit longer? So it's not were, it's were.
World.
Stick with the exercise, Vera. You're doing really, really well. Fantastic. Better. There it is. Thanks, darling. And one more time. Were. Yeah, good. And let's just see if we can encourage that jaw to release a little bit. It might help to not hold it down. We don't want to do that. But maybe like encourage it down a little bit with your hand. Were. Ah, lovely. Yeah, don't be afraid to make these lovely kind of open shapes in the mouth. I think it's going to really, really help you. So let's just try again. Were. Yeah, okay, good. And now let's just go world. Yeah, good. Not too bad. World. I want you to imagine there's no R in it for me. Again, I think, like I mentioned to Alex and a few others before, when we see the R, I think we want to get it in there. But actually, I almost want you to imagine it's how can I say this? World. Almost spelt like that. I'll just put it in the chat. Yeah. World. And better. Well done. You're making little tiny changes that are getting you in the right direction. It's just still not quite fully there, but you're doing really, really well, Vera. Thank you. Let's try as well, thinking, the world is a big round ball of well, it's a planet, isn't it? Can we think of that roundness of the world in the shape and see if we can almost get that roundness in our whole mouth as well? And it might help as well to gesture or think world, like it's coming out from the back of your head and around. Yeah, try again.
World.
Good, not bad. World. Follow my lead.
World.
Better. Okay, good, well done. World. Okay, one final thing I'm going to give you. I've given you plenty to think about, Vera. Bear with me. I would like you to try and keep your tongue, the tip of your tongue, behind the bottom teeth as you say it. So we're really cheating out that R, and the only reason we're getting the old sound in there is because of our lip rounding. So follow my lead. I just want you to keep that tongue really flat. World. World.
World.
World.
World.
We're getting there. Can you just let your tongue sit behind the bottom teeth for now and let that jaw hang heavy? Yeah. And then go from there.
Yeah.
World.
World.
Better.
World.
Well done. World.
World.
Good. Again, forget the idea of the R and let's just try and think. Imagine the L as well as missing. Let's just go world. World.
World.
World. World.
World.
Tongue
World.
really low. You're not engaging that tongue at all. World. World.
World. World.
We're getting there. You're easing off of it a little bit, but there's still like a reluctance to let that R drop completely. So what I would encourage you to do, similar to some of the exercises that I've been trying to get the others to do, I think a good one for you will be the jaw release. And imagining, I know it's awful, but imagining you've been stung by a bee, or you've just been to the dentist and they've numbed you a little bit, and practice letting that jaw hang heavy and that tongue hang heavy, because I think at the moment we're not quite able to release that the tension there and get what I'm after and that flatness of tongue just there, which is fine. So I just would encourage you to practice that. Are you able to do that for me? Yeah, amazing. Really, really good work. Is there any other bit of that you're not too sure on, or that you want a bit of guidance on?
For now, it's fine.
Okay, fantastic.
Practice. Yeah.
Yes, just practice. Well done, Vera. Lovely to meet you properly. Smashing. Is there anyone else with their hands up? We got Vera. Has anyone else not been that needs to go? Who is that? Who said something? Who's you? Where are you?
Hello, I'm Antonina. I was
hiding
a little bit, but I'm
Oh, were you? Oh, I'm kidding. Well, welcome. Nice to meet you. Let's do number 7 with you then. Guys, of course, it is now 12 o'clock. We're going to overrun a little bit. That's because I always want to get all of you in and make sure we have enough time. But if anyone's got any questions, just hang around at the end and I'll stay on for another 10 minutes or so. But let's just have a little go with Antonina on part 7. Do you want me to quickly read it, Antonina?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's lean on one another, celebrate each other, and know that with or without the makeup, being you, being authentically you is all that matters. And that's and that's worth it. So, oh yeah, right. Okay, let me go back. And that's worth it. So look in the mirror, however you are right now. Whatever your hang-ups or your goals might be, put them aside for 1 second and let's try this together. You're worth it. Lovely.
Okay.
Antonina, give it a go.
Yeah, I will try. So let's learn on one another, celebrate each other, and know that with or without the makeup, being you, being authentically you, is all that matters, and that's worth is to look in the mirror however you are right now. Whatever your hand-ups or your goals might be, put them outside for 1 second and let's try this together.
Lovely. Well done, my love. Fantastic. First thing I want to give you is it sounded like you said, so let's learn on one another. It is lean, okay? And there was a couple of other little bits throughout, and I know it's tricky. You're on a phone and you're trying to do everything you're doing. And I know it's tricky.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's fine. It just makes it a bit more difficult for you to read off of it. Just really try and make sure when you are reading something that you're being extra precise and you're giving yourself time to let your brain do what it needs to do, because obviously there's a different language, different text, you know, all of this sort of stuff, to say it spot on. Okay, I would encourage you to slow down, don't try and rush it, and just make sure you are saying everything exactly as it is, just to train yourself to be more precise. There was another bit where you said whatever you hang-ups or your goals, but it's whatever your hang-ups, just things like that. It's really, and I know it's just practice, but I would just encourage you to be really mindful as you're doing it. Because if you're reading the word wrong to begin with, how can you possibly make the right word sound, because you're reading a different thing, which is fine. It's just practice. So can we just practice lean instead of learn? Let's lean. Say that.
Let's lean.
Yeah, lovely.
Let's
Very good
lean.
engagement in the cheeks there. Let's just try lean on.
Lean on.
Yeah, good. Okay, let's lean on one.
Lean on. Let's lean one.
Let's lean on one.
Let's lean on one.
Yeah, okay, lovely, lovely. And on the one, can we just be really careful? It's so subtle, but a couple of other people had this as well. I really don't want it to become van. It wasn't, but it was very close to becoming van. Okay, so when we're making the our teeth doesn't get involved at all. It's purely lip rounding. When we make a V sound, that's when our lips and our teeth our lip and our teeth connect. And I don't want that. Okay, so let's just try 1 1 1.
1 1 1.
Yeah, interesting. 1
1 1 1.
Yeah, better that time. Better.
1 1 1.
Yeah, okay, good. Well done, well done. But I think there's a little bit of a lag, so I'm trying to, it's quite difficult to see you, so I'm trying to just hear especially, but that was much better. Well done. So good. Again, it's just that precision, isn't it? There was another thing that I wanted to go over. Yeah, can we just say whatever your hang-ups?
Whatever your hang-ups, Ida. Just one sec. Well, whatever your hang-ups.
Whatever.
Yeah,
your hang-ups. Yeah, so it's not whatever, it's whatever. Let's just make it a "the" for now. Whatever your
hang-ups.
Yeah, and just kind of getting a vibe for you thus far. I do think you could probably drop the T on whatever, a bit more like what I do, which is whatever.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, but we still want to kind of go to make the T sound, so it's still whatever. I'm still making the T shape. Yeah, better.
Whatever.
Yes, yeah. Okay, again, I want you to practice both, because I want you to be able to do both should you need to. Sometimes it's very powerful to go whatever and use that T, but sometimes we want to be like whatever. Okay, good. Goals might be, can you just, I feel like there was another one. Just say try this together.
Try this together.
Yeah, together. Can we try together? Can we try on the together bit? Can we try thinking more up and together? Can I try together? Let's make it easier.
Together.
Better. Yeah, and again on the, can we try and make it together?
The. Together.
Better. Yeah, much better.
Together.
Have you got any questions on any of that? No, excellent.
I'm just trying to be British. Maybe I couldn't, but no.
You can. You were doing it. It's just practice. Just remember that and take your time and be patient with yourself, Antonina. I feel like there were some bits I was trying to explain and you were trying to just do it. Pause, listen to the instruction, take your time, and then try it really consciously. You'll learn a lot quicker that way. That's just a general note for everyone. But fantastic work. Well done, Antonina. Lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Super duper. Right, okay, so we've only got that final little moment. Let's just round off the session, shall we, to actually take a moment and remind ourselves that we're worth it. Oh my God, how fitting. Let's all just sit upright. Let's give ourselves a nice little pat on the back for doing this today on our Sunday morning. Good Lord, and we're overrun. You're doing really, really well. Let's just take a moment, close your eyes. I don't normally do this sort of thing at the end of the session, but because it's so fitting on this thing, let's just do it. Let's be a bit corny, shall we? Take a moment, close your eyes if you want to, take some breaths, just say hello to yourself and just say, I'm worth it. Say it again, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Yeah, because you are. That's what we do. Amazing, guys. Oh, that was so corny, but I loved every minute of it. And well done, guys. That was fantastic work today. Sorry we overrun a little bit, but that is also a sign we were trickling in, weren't we? Make sure we're in bang on time for my next session, just so we can get started. And like I said, it means I can actually see how many people I've got to get through, because we do a lot. I try and give you as much as possible. And if you're trickling in and more of you add in, it means that you get rushed, and I don't want to do that. So good. Well done today. Lovely to meet you all finally. Have a lovely rest of your week. I'll see you in about a fortnight. But in the meantime, telegram me if there's any questions you have. Okay. Great work. Super to see you and meet you all.
Thank you so much. That was our pleasure. 100% mine. I
you.
don't know. But that's amazing, Peppa. Thank you so much for a
You're
great
so
job.
welcome.
And I
Thanks.
like the way you use the text. It's so emotional. So it's just no com. Thank you so much. Have a
Yeah, you're
lovely
welcome.
blessed
You're
time.
welcome. Thanks, darling. I'll send you some more bits and bobs to practice as well, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, well done, guys. Fantastic work. See you soon.
See you. Many
Bye.
thanks, people. Bye bye.
You're welcome, Elena. Good to see you again. Bye.